Hi, I'm Chris. This is Mullered Plays. It's time for some more of our Deportivo La Coruña rebuild, where last week we managed to get pretty successfully into the Champions League twice. So having gotten promoted straight into the Champions League. So this is our second season in the Champions League. We finished fourth last year. The bookies had us 18th, I think it was. Or was it 14th? It might have been 14th. So without further ado, let's see how this transfer window has got on. So the media and bookies both think we are a lot better than we were last year. So we're up to 10th now. I think the board want us to finish mid-table. So that's basically what the media are thinking. 100 to 1 outsiders. Yes, we're 100 to 1 outsiders. We won't have anyone near. Dear, oh dear. That is just ridiculous, isn't it? Real Madrid have 8 players in the Dream 11. And then Barcelona have 3. It's a challenge. My gosh. And how are we challenging? Well, we have been busy. We've received 18 and a quarter. We've spent 39 million there. Back end of last year, we also did a little bit of transfer dealings. So out the door went Moreno for 7.75 million. Matias Moreno, the centre-back, didn't really want to sell him, but hey-ho, when Saudi come calling. David Jimenez, right back, we've sold him as well. He went out for 4 million. And Diego Gomez has gone out on loan. We brought it in. Who do we bring in? Oliver Mambois. So we have upgraded at left back. We've got a Swiss wonder kid at left back. He's 6'3" and has great pace, decent jumping, great acceleration, and he's improving with his crossing and dribbling. So an ideal wing back. So we brought him in, and then there was a number of youngsters come in on trial. I can say that we did sign Baba Kuruma. He's a centre back who's 5'11". He's quick, so he's got the physicals, he's got potential. So fingers crossed he can do something. Then, as the season ticked over, we brought in Abdoulaye Faye. He's a ball-playing centre-back. He's 6'3", 3.5 stars of potential. So there is a bit a player in him. 2.5 makes him a good first division player. So quite happy with him. So he's one of the 2 centre-backs we brought in. Noble Mendy was the other. He has 4 stars of potential. He is 6'2". He is also quick. Hasn't got the greatest fitness, but doesn't look too bad. So a couple of new centre-backs. This guy I've been trying to get in for over a season. Pape Demba Diop. Coventry had him. They got relegated there was £11.75 million clause. So we managed to scrape together the cash to activate that, and he does look quite decent. So he is one of the key components of our new midfield. We brought in Milo for a trial. We then signed Kamara, and then we've signed Jose Reyes from Real Madrid. The great thing about this is Real Madrid actually asked for him on a loan back. I think it must have been Real Madrid B or something. It was Real Madrid B. So a pacey winger. He's got everything apart from jumping, reach, and strength. So strength we can teach him. That's fine. And he's determined. He does look quite the player, and fingers crossed he will be quite the player. And then we snatched a bargain. Simen Harper, an 18-year-old Norwegian right back. 400,000. Thank you very much. Yes, please. He's 6'4". So we've got 2 big fullbacks with jumping reach. He's not as quick, but I think he will get better as he gets older. The physicals will improve. Everything else should improve as well. So fingers crossed he will be a superstar. So out the door when Daniel Bragnaca, the Portuguese midfielder. We're not really playing with central midfielders anymore, so he was surplus to requirements. He went off to Saudi for 7.5 million. So that was a nice little profit there. Tyler Onyango, he was the 6'5" centre back. We've managed to loan him out to Ipswich. There is a future fee involved. There was just no point having him. He wasn't ever going to be in the team. This guy was an emergency signing, didn't really play, and we sold him for 70 grand. Basically gets him off the books. Marazzi has gone out on loan. It's not a great loan. It could turn into a £1.2 million loan. It was just a case of get his wage off the wage bill because he had no real future. Now some Vipers come in. He is our number one man. Domain Karim has left to join Club Brugge. We made a small loss on him, but he's a central midfielder. And the plans are not to play central midfielders this year. Anu Comas, centre-back. We had a decent offer in, 3.1 million. We thought, yeah, okay, we'll accept that. We got a couple of new centre-backs in, so we'll see what happens. Danny Barcia also went to Ipswich. He was well down the pecking order at 3.7 million. We thought, yeah, why not? And then Lucimi Cruz, the bane of my life. This is the guy that last season I had no plans for. He was an attacking midfielder. I didn't really want him. He came and says, I want a new contract. And I didn't really want to give it to him. I tried to sell him. Nobody bought him. The squad were up in arms and saying, why are you selling him? Don't sell him. He's a superstar or whatever. And then, why hasn't he been given a contract? There was about 10 of them. They're all unhappy. So I had to back down and give him a contract. Didn't play him at all. My assistant manager gave him a few games across the season. He was rubbish. In the end, I didn't register on him. There's not a peep from him. I then tried to sell him in the summer. He was, no, I don't want to go. So I put him in the B team, and he came to me indignantly saying, why have you put me there? It's like, well, two can play that game. You don't want to leave. I don't want you. And eventually we got him out on loan. So we saved a bit of money, and he might leave. You never know. He won't leave. There's no chance of it. So that's that. We are obviously in the Champions League again, which is good. That's going to bring us some cash. We have a look at the bank balance. We've got 40 million there. We've still got 5 million available, but we can't really spend that. I think we're pretty much done, and we've still got debts of 30 million, so that hasn't really changed. So that's that. I will now sim the season, and we'll see exactly how we get on. Fingers crossed we get in that top 5 again. Okay, the season's done, and we're just looking at the season expectations. And next season, they want us to record a top half finish and be competitive in the Champions League. So that tells us we've already qualified for the Champions League. So I now need to scroll back up. There it is, me. Right, so we'll accept that. End of season team meeting. We just need to tell them. We can finish in the top half. Woo! Brilliant. I've nothing else to say. I think the squad think we're better than what the board think us. We'll confirm pre-season for 4 weeks. We're going to go somewhere nice, shall we? Or should we go to America? We're going to go to Portugal. There we go. Right. The first division, we have finished 3rd. So we're in the Champions League yet again, but we knew that anyway. 2 points clear of Atletico. So we've opened up a bit of a gap on 5th place. So not looking too bad there. It's just getting that gap down from Barcelona and Real Madrid. So that's going to be a tough one. That doesn't look too easy. Right, Spanish Cup. We didn't make the final. Real Madrid beat Atletico Madrid. So in the semi-final, there we go, we came unstuck against Real Madrid, and Atletico beat Valencia. Let's go back. Quarterfinals. Who did we beat in the quarters? Burgos. And in the fourth round, we beat Eibar. And in the third round, we beat SD Longrons. Yeah, okay. Champions League is the one we were interested in. The finals between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The league phase, then, we were very good. We finished third. So does that give us... It does. We beat Molde, Galatasaray, Lugano, Lazio, Astana, Sporting, and Leverkusen. Okay, so not... And we lost to Man City. Yeah, I can see that. We're obviously very good in the group stage. In the round of 16, we came across Girona, and we beat them. And then in the quarterfinals, we faced Real Madrid again. Dear, oh dear. Lost 5-2 on aggregate, including the 5-0 stuffing at their place. Yeah, okay. In the semi-final, it was Real Madrid beating Inter, Man City losing to Bayern. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. What else was there? There was the Super Cup. The Super Cup was won by Real Madrid. There's a shock, isn't it? In the semi-final, we were beaten by Barcelona. That seems like a competition to really go for, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's everything there. We can look at the score. Oh, there was a little bit of activity in January. We brought in 2 players. Vladislav Krapostov, a goalkeeper. He's 6'2". He's Ukrainian. He came from Girona for 17 million. So, doesn't look too bad. Fingers crossed he can improve. He's considered a good, could be a leading. And the other one was Big Willie Kamwala. That's it. There we go. Who is a 6'4" centre-back with massive of pace, massive of jumping reach, decent heading. We expect some goals from him next season. So he settled in nicely, but did pick up an injury. He was out for the back end of the season. And then we did that because Charlie Patino left to join Hull, and Tanvik, our goalkeeper, his minimum release fee was met by Ipswich, who paid the 15.5 million. Spurs also spent 42 million, taking Brahim Diaz, and then didn't play him. Typical, isn't it? And we also loaned out Julian Rojo, a youngster. So, yeah, that was the business we've done. Let's have a look at the squad, first team, and let's go selection. Goals. Nelson Viper, another 20 goals. 12 in the league from 27. So he did pick up a few injuries. I noticed that. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. £5.25 million signing. 27 league goals in the last 2 years. 6 in the Champions League as well. He is improving. He's 6'4" as well. He should score goals. Right. 19 goals from Luka Sukic, our central midfielder. Well, attacking midfielder. So he hasn't done too badly. We signed him for 1.6 million. He's almost worth 35 million now. That's quite nice. David Melia, a left winger. This is where we are struggling. We've got 2 really good left wingers in Melia and Jeremy, who can also play on the right. We've also got Hodel, who was unhappy, so we forced him to play the second half of the season. He's still unhappy. Oh, he wants a new deal now. Dear. That was him. So I've been trying to get Seaman Harper into the team because he had a lot of potential. He's 19, still got a lot of potential. So we'll see what happens there. Anything else? So Hodel got 8 goals and 13 assists. Ray has 9 goals and 8 goals and 9 assists. Jeremy with 14 goals, 11 assists. Melier 15 and 9. Has he played for Spain? No, not yet. yeah, okay. And how did our Papa Demba Diop, one of the big money buys, we met his release clause at 11.75 million, so he doesn't look too bad. Mwamba, didn't we spend some money on him? 10.5 million. Look at his price tag. So yeah, signing some of these younger players, getting them to improve, is certainly paying off. Jose Reyes, he's still got bags of potential. So spent 6 million on him, and yeah. So because we've never had a big budget, if we have a look, we've been given 28 million, and we can spend £1 million a week on wages. So we're still well down there, but the bank balance keeps on going up. So yeah, sponsorship, 7 million there. What was the league sponsorship? No, we don't want there. We want teams, clubs. That's the word I was looking for. We're up to 14th at 6.75. So we need that to jump massively. We're in the Champions League for the third year. So we certainly need sponsorship to start coming in. Look at the top two. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Wonder how they bankrolled. But there we have it. A decent season. How old's Mbappe? He's 30. So another 6 years and he'll start declining. So perhaps in 6 years' time we can win the Champions League and the La Liga. Would be nice to do it sooner, wouldn't it? Right. I'm going to try and spend this money. We've got a whole 28 million. The board are so generous. And we'll see what we can come back with. Right, I'll see you at the end of the summer. Summer's almost done. We are just about to start the season, and the bookies have us as 50-1 outsiders. Media prediction of 7th, so a little way behind the big boys of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico. Girona offered me a job interview in the summer, which I turned down. So we certainly are closing the gap at 50-1. So fingers crossed, another good season is going to be on the cards. We can but hope. So back end of last year, we brought in a load of free agents. No, before the free agents. If I can find them. We signed those two. That's why. Is that one there? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So we've signed 3 players. He says 2 players before the season ticked over. We brought in Luis Ayala, a young striker. He's 5'11", bit of pace about him. Doesn't look too bad. And we signed him for 20 million. That was his release clause. So he's young with bags of potential. So we signed him up. Dan Homit, whatever it is. He's very aggressive. He is a defensive midfielder. He is 18. He's got bags of potential. He had a £10.75 million release clause. We activated that. Another young player. So 2 good signings there. We did let Marcelo Timoran go to Bournemouth for 14 million, and Jakob Peter Hödel to Al Khalij for 15 million. So a bit of profit and some money in, which enabled us to complete both of those transfers and leave us with a little bit extra. And that little bit extra, we've spent 23 million. So we brought in Ebu Bakir who is a German of Turkish descent. He's 20 years old. Another defensive midfielder. Doesn't look too bad. Bags of potential. We signed him for 5.5 million. Next in through the door was Mark Gui. We know about him. Spanish forward. Chelsea released him. So we gave him a trial, picked him up, and we'll just see what he does. If he stinks the place up, we try and sell him. If he scores goals, fantastic. Next in was Andreas Montano. He's a midfielder, can play defensive midfield, attacking midfield. So a bit of a cover there. We signed him for $4.5 million. It was like, yeah, no worries, it's a cheap deal. If he turns out to be great, great. If he doesn't, then we'll probably sell him on. We're doing some scouting and noticed, oh, look, we also found Omar Campos, a 27-year-old left wing-back who signed for 13 million. Doesn't look too bad, and certainly going to help us compete down that left-hand side. So we've now got two quality players there. And Nico Gonzalez, we signed him as on trial, which is why we get one free agent. And then we actually offered him a contract. So Nico Gonzalez, he was released by Man City. As soon as before he was released, I asked about him, and he says, "You've got no chance, mate." And then he showed up on the recruitment database, and it's like, "Come and join us." He says, "Certainly," and he certainly doesn't look too bad. So Man City spent 52 million on him, released him. We picked him up on a free. He's apparently worth 64 to 71 million. So if he has a good season, you never know, the Saudis might come in for him. To balance the books and to enable us to pay some money for these players, we also sold Marazzi for 5.25 to Braga. Abdoulaye Faye went to them down the road at 7 million. We sold Ruben Lopez to Watford for 4.1 million, and the others have gone out on loan. Oh, and Yannick Wagner went to Germany. For 350,000. So we've almost balanced we haven't almost balanced books. We are slightly over our wage budget. We've got 500,000 left. So unless we sell somebody, that is it. We're not going to be able to do anything unless, of course, the board say, "Oh, we've got loads of money. Perhaps you can have some." You know you want to, perhaps. We'll see. Right, I'm now going to sim the season. We'll see how we get on. The season is done. It's the 2nd of June. We have 131 million in the bank. We have a transfer budget of 31.75 million. We've got 82 grand a week available to spend. That's going to push our wage bill up to 1.2 million. All in all, very good numbers. The first division. And how about this? We closed that gap. We scored 102 goals. We conceded 43, yes, which was considerably more than Real Madrid, but we won more games. We had 99 points. We've won the league. One of the objectives has been ticked off. The Spanish Cup. It was Real Madrid beating Atletico Bilbao. We joined in the 3rd round, where we beat Langrero in the 4th round. We beat Taranga in the quarterfinals. We lost to Real Madrid. There we go. The Super Cup. We lost in the final to Barça. So in the semi-final, we beat Real Madrid 3-2. How's about that then? And then, oh, wrong one. Then in the Champions League final. Look at that, that's final. The other objective was to get at least the semi-final. We've done it. We've lost though. We lost to Man City in the final. So how did we get there? In the league phase, we finished down in 9th place. The 4 Spanish teams, look. 3 English teams right at the top, and PSG in amongst them. So that put us in the knockout playoff round. In the playoff round, we played against Marseille and beat them 5-2 on aggregate. In the round of 16, we came up against Arsenal 4-4. Oh, we won 6-5 on aggregate. So we won 2-1 at home and drew 4-4 away. Can't click on it, that's a shame. Quarter-final. We beat Real Madrid. We lost 2-1 at their place, but we'd won 3-0. Quick mental maths there. That put us into the semi-final where we faced Liverpool. We lost 5-3 at their place, but we'd obviously won 3-0 at home. Man City beating Barcelona, which is both good and bad. And it did mean that in the final, we lost 1-0. There's an awful lot of green. That's a bad patch here, isn't there? Lost 5-0 in the league to Real Madrid. That probably didn't help the goal difference, did it? So one of the key ones was this one, and it was a fairly close game. Mullered. Why would you play Mullered there? He's the best left winger we've got, and you're playing him on the right wing. You just can't get the staff these days, can you? We beat Real Madrid though, like 2-0. Mullered played there. Gui up front, no Viper. The 4-4 is the one we wanted. 4-4. What happened? Oh, how's about that? Arsenal 4-0 up in 27 minutes. It was 4-2 at half time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So who did what? Viper got 41 goals. Nelson Viper, 26 in the league. Always a bit good. He's a star first division. He's not going to be in the Dream 11, is he? I've got to check. I've got to check. No, he's not. Some bloke called Hendrick apparently is half decent, valued at 240. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we're a long way off that. Right, who else got? Gui got 19 goals with 4 assists. He doesn't look too bad. That's not a bad free transfer, is it? How much is Viper worth now? How is somebody who's got 41 goals in this season, 26 in the league, only worth 38 to 40 million? Oh, hold on. I wonder if I can answer that with a minimum release fee. Yeah, there we go. Reyes, 15 goals, 21 assists. That's not bad. So our best right winger didn't play towards the end. Yeah, marvellous. 14, oh, he's on loan. Mullered, 11 with 17. Montario, 10 with 6. Sukic, 10 with 11. Echeverry is here on loan. So he's come in from Man City on loan. And this was a director of football thing. Contract. I believe we can actually buy him for 9.75 million. Is he interested? I'm assuming that says 9.75 million. Right. So, yeah, Echeverry, my director of football's done that. And yeah, we're definitely clicking on that one. Thank you very much. Talking of transfers then, what happened in January? So, on deadline day, we signed Ludwig Coco Dagne, a French right winger. We were a bit short, so needed to get someone in. The sun's out. It's hay fever season. I've sneezed. Right, so yeah, Dagne and Echeverry come in there. That was it. We spent 9.5 million on Dagne, and obviously we've just spent 9.75 on Echeverry. We did sell some players. He says we sold Raquina, the defensive midfielder, to Leeds for 32 million. Okay, and everybody else was out on loan. He says confidently, yeah, that's it. So everyone else went out on loan. So all in all, it wasn't a bad season. We're champions of La Liga. Don't know how, but there we have it. We'll roll one more season. So I'll do one more summer transfer business. Let's see if we can go one better in the Champions League. But we've already hit our target. We've won the league. We've got to the Champions League final. It would be nice to win it. So we'll go all out now to win the Champions League. So I'll catch you at the end of the summer with whatever transfers I've been able to do. Rightio, I've taken us past the transfer deadline on this occasion. There was a couple of deals that I needed to get done, or wanted to get done. So it's left us a media prediction at third, bookies at 20-1. So they definitely think we have rapidly improved. Yeah, okay, we won't look anywhere there. So we've got no key players or anything like that. Recruitment-wise, then, we have done a fair amount of business. We've brought in 2 players this year, a combined 40 million. So Javerio Reed has come in from Arsenal. He's a right back. It's a position we wanted to strengthen, so very happy with that. 40 million there. We've also signed Warren Bondo on loan because we couldn't force through that because one of the players that, one of the key deals was Diop going, and because our window closes before the English one, it meant we had to bring someone in on loan before Diop actually left, and he left for 30.5 million. So made a nice profit on him. We've also sold Suchik for 40 million and Kapivistov for 26.5 million. We were able to sell Kapivistov because we brought in Luka Bergmans. He came in for 44 million. He is a young goalkeeper with bags and bags of potential. So he's also 6'7", look. So yeah, fingers crossed he's going to do the business for us. And of course, the other one that came in was Echeverry. He signed for 9.75 million. You saw me put the offer in. It's all been confirmed. So all very good there. So he was the reason Suchik could go. And with Brugmans here, the keeper, the Ukrainian, could go as well. So we also loaned out a few players at the back end of last year as well. So that's our business. We haven't been particularly busy. We now have 18 million in the budget because of Diop. So there we go. And we've got 238 million in the bank. So can't be bad, can it? We've also got a mortgage for 39 million. 39.5 million. Taken out in December last year. Didn't notice it. Don't know why we've done it. But we've done it. And yeah, it's sitting in the bank because we'd rather borrow the money rather than use the money we've got in our bank account. In other news, the board has said we're investigating for building a new stadium. Unfortunately, it was just investigation. Otherwise, I'd have shown it to you. There's not a lot happening. So we'll now sim the season and see how we get on. Fingers crossed we can go one further in the Champions League. You never know. We'll see you soon. Okay, we are back. It's coming down to the end of the season. We'll just see the final game, the 25th of May. We're at home. It's against Real Betis. And our survey says, what does it say? Come on then. A win. We've won our final game of the season and we finished top of the league. Just not on goal difference. Identical record to our Madrid, whoever they might be. Yeah. Plus 64 goal difference. All in all, can't be too disappointed by that. I've just seen our Madrid are in the final. We lost to our Madrid again. Oh, right, league phase. That was impressive. Can't be bad there. So we obviously didn't play in the knockout rounds. Barcelona knocked out Manu. We beat Fiorentina in the round of 16. In the quarterfinals, we beat Juventus. So we're playing the Italians, and then semi-final we came unstuck against Real Madrid. Another Italian side made it to the semi-finals. Super Cup. Madrid won it. Beat us in the final. Wasn't even close. 4-1. Spanish. Whoa, there, Nelly. Spanish Cup. A 3-0 victory. Let's have a go back to the third round. Tudela of 1FA. A 4-1 win. Then we beat Vallecano. Second, whatever La Liga's second league is called. And then Mallorca, also in that league. In the semi-final, we overcame Madrid. How about that then? Valencia beat Barça. And then obviously we won 3-0 in the final. Whoa. Oh, that's everything we've done there, isn't it? So squad, first team, and selections. Goals. Nelson Viper only got 38 goals this season. Claudio Echeverri, 9.75 million. Hello, Man City. The man you didn't think was good enough. Hello. 9.75 million. 16 league goals. In 35 games with 3 assists. 4 goals in the Cup, 10 in Europe. What a man he is. Mullered. Yeah, he's had another cracking season. 13 goals, 10 assists. Can't complain about that. He's been here from the beginning, so is Jerome. He would be someone I would look to cash in on. 28 years old. If we can get 60 million for him, would be laughing. Luis Alia, whatever his name is, he's got 6 goals this season, the young Spaniard. Still got 4 stars of potential. Doesn't look too bad there. Coco Dagnet got 7 goals, 8 assists. Jose Reyes, 7 goals, 21 assists. Reed, 4 goals, 16. How about average rating? Viper. Mambois. Cambala. Yes. There was business done in January. And I mean, there was business done in January. It started with Montero going back to Cruz Azul for 10.25 million. So we made a nice profit on him. Loaned out some players. Noble Mendy was stolen from us by Inter. Mark Gui was stolen from us by Dortmund. Both hit the minimum release fees. So we had a big pile of cash. So with a big pile of cash, we went out and spent a big pile of cash. We brought in Thierry, a 21-year-old Brazilian central midfielder, attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder. Yeah. He wasn't one kid at the time. He's now turned 21, so he won't be, but he can still improve. Not a bad signing, particularly for 16.25. Then we got Abakar Kamara, a right winger / central attacking midfielder or striker. So he came in for 11 million. Castillo, a Colombian centre back / left back. Bags of potential there. Lopez, another one. He's a sort of a 5'9" centre back that can play defensive midfield. So he can cover plenty of positions. He was 18 when we signed him. And Rafael, another youngster with bags of potential. So we went out, bought potential, basically because we were right up against the squad registration list for squad salary, 1.1 million. That's all we could do. We could spend, well, we're spending 1.5 million on our budget, wage budget. They've actually, looking at that, they've doubled that. So does that mean we're going to get a big increase there? Who knows? But in 6 seasons, well, in the extra 5 seasons, we'd achieved what we set out to achieve. So as far as I'm concerned, this save is done. Unless, of course, there's anything coming up that says we're going to build a new stadium, then I don't think there's any point in continuing on with this. So I'll just click through a few times. I'll get to sort of mid-June. If nothing's popped up by then, I'll be back and we'll close things off. Didn't even get to June. The board have today announced that the club have been granted planning permission to build a new stadium. Construction of the Coruña stadium will cost around 221 million. The board are delighted to announce that they have been able to finance the project without having to secure any external funding. They've spent it all already. 221 million has been spent already. So we've basically had 250 million in the bank and they've spent it all on a new stadium. This month, ding, 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 there it is. Ground maintenance, 220 million. Amazing. Right, does this tell us what it's going to be? We have no idea what it is. So I think I can leave it here on a knife edge. I might come back to this save and do another 3 years and see what the new stadium looks like. It's a might. I've got so much other stuff that needs to be done that I might not have enough time to crack on with these rebuilds. So we'll see. But hopefully you've enjoyed that. I will continue knocking out the Director of Football content. So until that save ends. So we'll see. Right, hopefully you've enjoyed it all. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you on the next one, whenever that might be. Until then, ta-da.